my question is, will you guys continue to make Beyblade content? Because there's been a significant decline in views on your videos since the end of the Burst era.
Oh my god, this is a taboo thing you do not ask. OMG!
What is up, guys? Hope you're having a great day. We are finally doing it. This is the 2 million subscriber and 1 billion views Q&A video. So we made a post on Instagram and on YouTube asking you guys for some comments, some questions that you might want to ask us. This is long overdue, obviously, and we're gonna start off with some basic, simple questions first that we get asked a lot, and then we'll get into some more intriguing questions, right?
Yes.
A little more invigorating questions that might take a little more thought.
Yeah.
But let's start it off with this one right here, guys. This is from Unity. So they're asking, what is your first ever Beyblade that you bought?
My first Beyblade was Drasil, a metal defensor. It was when I was back in I was a kid, so if you guys do the calculation, you'll be able to know how old we are. You can always tell someone's age by the bass that they play.
I know,
kid, right?
obviously, yeah. We're just dating ourselves. Like we basically have reached Beyblade Unk status at this point.
Yeah, or grandpa status.
Yeah. Mine was Drigger F, and I remember specifically getting that from Toys R Us. Also, obviously, as a kid. It was a Hasbro product, so mine wasn't even Takara Tomy like yours.
I got Takara Tomy from Hong Kong. Shout out to Hong Kong.
So
best place to bay hunt.
Yeah, mine was Hasbro, and I loved that thing. It was my favorite, and it had such a significant part in the anime at the time too. Like it was like a super fast bay. It traveled so quickly, like you couldn't even see the bay. That's what was, at least how it was portrayed in the anime. And when I got that, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna pull off the same thing.
That was Invisible X before the Invisible X.
Yes, I was like, these opponents won't even see me coming. I was so hyped.
Okay. So next question. This one's from Midnight Snack 7822. What's your favorite gimmick in Beyblade and why is it engine gear? So I guess there's an engine gear fan here.
Yeah, also another OG. For you guys that don't know what engine gear is, it's a gimmick that was attached to the blade base. Yeah. So like the bit, right? And you had a little tool that you can use to wind it up, and mid-battle that gear essentially would, it acts like an engine, it kicks in, and then you get some extra performance from it.
It was ahead of its time.
It was.
Yeah. But I'm gonna keep things simple. I actually really like the bearing drive.
I knew you were gonna say that.
In a metal fight era, in 4D.
Yes.
Like it was so simple, but just seeing that thing spin and having different ways to launch it, was unreal.
And for it to spin for like 7-8 minutes,
that's true.
It felt like it was unstoppable.
And the different movements that you could do with your launch style.
Wow, that's a tough one for me, honestly. That was like one of my top ones too. I don't want to say the same. I want to say something different. That's too typical. He didn't have anything that special at the time for his like bits and stuff like that.
All right. So what is it?
I have to admit that engine gear was probably like one of my favorites. Yeah.
Ooh.
If we brought back something like that, I think it would be so fun. It's really engaging, right? Because before your battle, you have to spin it up. Yeah. So
it was too much work though for me, anyways.
Yeah, it was a bit of work.
It didn't hit that hard, like when it was doing it in the stadium.
It's true. Like it
didn't activate as well as as obvious as like the electric drive or something,
That's totally true, yeah. Sometimes it would sound like it activated, but your Bey didn't do anything different.
Unless our thing is just so worn out.
Broken, exactly. But engine gear. All right, so now to add to those questions, we have another one here from Smartest_Suyash asking us, what is our favorite series of Beyblade? So favorite anime series from Beyblade and favorite in real life product separately. And in brackets, no nostalgia included. So just objectively, like what you enjoy the most.
We grew up with the plastic generation. We made our channel during the metal fight era, and then we hit 100K and 1 mil subs at Beyblade Burst era. So I think he said no nostalgia though.
That's the thing.
But you have to have a little bit.
Yeah, you have to have a little bit. I can answer first.
Okay, go.
Okay, so for the anime, I think the original. That was so hype. Like even when I go back and watch episodes now, I find that it's so exciting because it's more of like that shonen genre where, everything is over the top. Like their stadiums are like, cities that are
Great
built.
Wall of China.
Great Wall of China, stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. They're battling in the mountains. And like it's very entertaining.
It's true.
So I think that original Beyblade Bakutenshu anime is my favorite.
Okay, what about the products?
This is gonna hurt a lot of people, I think. But I gotta say Beyblade X. I don't know. I feel like the gameplay,
Yeah. I can feel it.
it is so fun. Like I at first was like, man, I
But
miss
wait,
Burst.
which product though?
Yeah, which product?
Yeah.
Like that's what. Yeah. So I thought he was asking like which product line. But
Okay.
yeah. So yeah,
Is that what he asked?
I think that's what he's
I want to
asking.
know what product.
What product itself?
Yeah.
One specific one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so difficult. Out of like hundreds, like thousands of products.
Like no, in Beyblade X, because you said Beyblade X.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, dude, it's not even done yet. That's the hard part. I feel like the stadium, man.
Oh, okay.
Like, that might be a cop-out answer,
Yeah,
but
no.
I love the Extreme Stadium.
Oh, like just the
Original Extreme Stadium
okay.
with the rail. Like they just did it so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for me. Anyways.
I think for me, I'm gonna go back to that. I feel like it's not nostalgia. I just really like the anime for Metal Fight. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but the ending, like seeing the character growth, I feel like it really summed everything up in that last episode. So I really like that. It's like the gang all grown up too.
Yep.
Kenta's arc was like top tier. Right
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have probably said Metal Fight 2, but then I felt like, oh my god, that's too nostalgic. It's like the start of our channel and like the peak of anime. Like that, he doesn't want me to say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's so close between Metal Fight and original for me. Okay, product.
Yeah. Product. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, which generation first?
Oh, I think Burst. Burst had like the
that's good.
most releases. I think they got to experiment with the most things. Dang, I think it's gonna be the electric drivers, like Gatling Dragon.
Yeah, I had.
Imperial Dragon.
Yeah.
With the electric driver.
I had a feeling that product would come up eventually in this video.
Yes.
Yes, the electric drivers and stuff. Yeah. The thing is that every generation of Beyblade product has some sort of inspiration from previous gens. So it's never really like the original. You know what I mean?
Right. But all the previous electric drivers were a bit cringy. But the GT release for electric driver, I think that was pretty top.
Yeah, word.
For me, anyways.
Word. Yeah, good question. Great question. Now we're gonna get into some questions that are, I don't know, might trigger a few people depending on our answers.
I don't know. What did you put in here?
No, so this one right here. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Depending on our answer, it might trigger some people. I don't know, but we want to answer like all types of questions. And so this next one is from Jackie or Jackal. It says, "Do you think Beyblade is paid to win?"
That's like asking if Beyblade is luck.
Yeah, I know. It's like there's like everything. It's like obviously all aspects of that. Like they play a bit of a part in it, right? So I did think about this question like quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so I guess I'll go first. I feel like at least in Beyblade X right now, it might feel like it's pay to win at the highest level of play. So like if you're competing in tournaments and whatnot, if you don't have that Blast Pegasus, you don't have the metal lock chip from Valkyrie Volt, then you are at a slight disadvantage. But even the top pros aren't using those parts, like not all of them. Like not everyone has the metal lock chip.
We saw people using CX bays without Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So yeah, like in some aspect, you know, with every hobby, you have to pay to get into the hobby.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually pretty reasonable to be able to buy just a couple of products and be able to build your deck, like enough to the point where you can compete.
Yep.
I think you can't say the same for some TCG. Like you really need to buy a lot of cards in order to like get your deck in. So I think it's pretty beginners friendly. I like that, but you can really get really into it, and there's like a million parts for you to collect, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that out of all generations of Beyblade, Beyblade X is probably the one where it's the least pay to win so far.
Yes, I also love the fact that like Hasbro actually had some exclusive, like Hover Wyvern. That was the GOAT for a World Championship because Japanese players actually didn't have experience with facing that bay, right? And then same for the West, we didn't like have the Valkyrie, Aero Pegasus, like Cobalt Drake, like we didn't get the access to that. So it's like a fair game.
Yeah.
Like I think it's pretty good balance so far.
I don't think Beyblade X is pay to win. I feel like, you know, obviously in previous generations it could be for sure, but Beyblade X I feel is very balanced, and if you go to a local tournament, if you go with a stock drawn sword, like you can still kick some butt.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I do not think that this generation of Beyblade is pay to win.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's another question here. Ramen Noodle Soup Gaming. Do you think the Beyblades are better at the start of the generation or near the end? And what is peak Beyblade for each generation? Or what is the peak time of a Beyblade generation?
You you want to go first? Do you want me to go?
Yeah, so, okay, Beyblade's kind of like cheese. It ages over time and it gets just better and better. Sometimes you don't really appreciate it at the start of the season, especially like when Beyblade X just started, for example. Everyone was like, Burst is better. Burst comes out, Metal Fight is better. And then Metal Fight comes out, Classic Gen is better. So obviously the start of the generation, I feel like everyone's trying to figure things out at the same time. Like that's the beauty of it, right? But then towards the end, you get to finish your collection and that's like that nice feeling of that too. So like I'm not answering the question. But
but basically you're saying
it's a bit of
leaning
both.
towards the end, I guess, but a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Like for me, I think it's kind of like this stage right now where you're 2-3 years or so into Beyblade. Like after a couple of seasons, things have settled down. There's like a good foundation of like what that new brand is.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's exciting because like obviously that's why World Championships happens now, like 2 years in, 3 years in. They don't do it right away.
Yeah.
Because you need to have enough products, you need to have enough hype build up for the new brand. So I think around 2-3 years or so.
And
like,
I think
that's probably peak.
the brand of Beyblade realizes that, where the peak is like towards the end. So I hope that like now World Championship just ended, and I'm sure new players are gonna start Beyblading because of that exposure, and then now that's peak for them, right? So I think it takes time. Hopefully, I don't think it has peaked yet. I think Beyblade X is like at its infancy right now still, even though it feels like times that like it's so big, but actually it's actually not that big yet.
Yeah, it's gonna get bigger and bigger, and yeah, there's no rule saying that there can only be one World Championship in a generation of Beyblade, right? Like you can have another one next year. You know what I mean? It's still a World Championship, right? It's just 2026.
Whereas in the Burst era, we didn't even have that many. It was like 2, 3. I don't even remember,
2.
but
like
yeah,
2 really
and it
big
was
ones and
not
stuff.
as big as the one we just had.
Not at
so.
all. No, they did such a great job with it recently.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then moving on to some of our channel questions here, we have R Hertz Zog. When you first started this channel, what were your hopes and thoughts of how big it might get or how long you'd be making videos for?
Wow, that's such a good one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think when we first started, you know, the three of us, like we didn't have really any expectations whatsoever. Like at least for me, it was just like, hey guys, let's buy Beyblades, and then we just had so much fun just messing around.
And then we were trying to research into like more into it, and then like we couldn't find much resources, and we're like, why don't we become the resource? And I think that's how we started doing it.
Yeah.
And then we really like remember the first paycheck to be able to buy another bay with our paycheck. I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing. Like we just bought a bay with the content that we created.
It was like an infinite Beyblade glitch. It's like this one Beyblade made me more money to buy another Beyblade, and then it just spiraled. Yeah, like I don't think we ever had the expectation, at least for me, like to hit 1 mil, let alone 2 mil, billion views. Like none of that was in our minds like when we first started. It was just a bunch of guys meeting up and just having fun, just
chilling,
honestly, just dicking around.
Right?
Like, we were just honestly being goofballs. You know, saying really out of pocket stuff all the time.
We didn't care how cringy we were, like whatever.
And that's why we actually had a lot of haters back then too. Like,
and Beyblade was not as like popular as nowadays, I feel. Like it was like the what is it called? Dark horse at the time.
Because like Metal Fight was like about to boom, and that's when we started. And so like we had, you know, the community that was there was like from the original generation, right? And like we had so many haters and people criticizing us at the time when we first started, but we're like,
dude, you're too old.
We're just trying to have fun, man. Just chill. But yeah, definitely like when we started, like when we're in teenage years, like in high school, people were like, you're way too old to be doing this.
It was like less socially acceptable, I guess, than Beyblade X nowadays.
Yeah, but now it's for everybody.
Yeah, like
amazing.
You guys are in the right time if you're you know, in Beyblade X, like growing up with Beyblade X or whatever.
So I guess the second part of this question, like, you know, how long we'd be making videos for, like, I don't know. I don't think we had a timeline. Like, I think
we'll do it as long as it's fun for us, and it's still fun for us.
Exactly.
So that's why we're still doing it.
Yeah.
Even like if you go through our whole channel, it's like every week we at least have a couple videos.
Yeah.
Right? Have we ever stopped?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, not really. No.
So we'll do it until it's fun. I'll do it until it's not fun anymore, I guess.
But like that's pretty much impossible. Like it's gotten more and more fun. Like there's just no way that we'll ever stop at this point. But yeah, like we never had a timeline. Like, hey, we're gonna stop when we're 25. We're gonna stop when we're 30 or whatever. Like, here we are, still going, and you know, Beyblade X is gonna pop off even more, and there'll be another generation, and we'll be old and gray, and we'll probably still be here.
Yep, it's true.
So for the next question, kind of related, and I'm starting to think that these two people are also related, their family or something, but it's by the real Sam Hertzog, asking, what video do you remember having the most fun or memorable time making? That's a good one. We have like thousands of videos. I don't know.
Like the one I made last week, the metal fight mistake video that we made. No,
that was a good one.
That was a good one. But I think the ice stadium was really fun. Like, because we were actually in Canada and it was so cold here, so
we could take advantage of the weather.
Like one way that we could take advantage of it.
Yeah.
The drone video was really fun, battling midair.
Yeah.
That was really random, but it was fun.
Man, we just do whatever.
Yeah.
I think for me, I think a lot of the videos that we made during our first trip to Japan was like really memorable. Like obviously like anime and all that stuff is very big for us in our lives and stuff. And so like Japan was like my dream trip. And then I could go with, you know, you, Sandy, Megan, and we all went there. I was like, dude, like I am literally in heaven.
2016.
Yeah.
We're overwhelmed.
Yeah, that was such an amazing trip. And all the videos we made there were so memorable.
Yeah.
And obviously like the videos from the very beginning during the Metal Fight days, all very memorable too. Like Battle of the Geeks, all the punishment battles we did back then.
Breaking our TV.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like those ones are super memorable.
Yeah.
So, great question.
Okay. And then the next question comes from Mr. Taryn. That's incredible. Brendan and Steven, you deserve every bit of it. The question is, what advice would you give to someone who would like to do what you do, make Beyblade videos?
Wow.
Just do it.
So simple.
Nike, just do it.
So simple.
I think literally just do it with whatever you got. Like, don't think about your equipment. You can do a little bit of research, use whatever iPad you got, phone. I feel like it's so easy to actually make content nowadays, especially like short form content.
Yeah.
Right? Start there. Long form content is a bit more difficult, I think, but short form is so easy to get exposure. At the same time, you really get your point across within such a short amount of time, so it doesn't take as long of effort to do things.
True.
Like we were filming with iPhone 4 back in the days.
Yeah.
Right? 2011 or something.
And that's like back then, like that was like kind of some like rookie stuff right there. Cause like then we upgraded to like real cameras and like now everyone has an iPhone or a smartphone that shoots in 4K and is like better than some cameras.
Yeah.
And so you really can get started anytime with pretty much anything.
Yeah. And any niche.
Yeah, like, any niche doesn't
we
have
just
to be
found Beyblade because Beyblade found us.
Yeah.
And then it just worked out.
Yeah. I would say like for some solid advice, like, I don't know, I guess it's just like truthful advice from me. I would definitely recommend that you stay authentic to whatever you want to make.
Yeah.
Like don't fall into the trends too much. Like it's obviously important to stay up to date, but at the end of the day though, like that channel is yours, right? And you want to attract viewers that are obviously going to enjoy what you're going to put out.
Yeah.
And so like, don't cop out. Don't make stuff that other people are making necessarily.
Just like be unique.
Like unique to yourself, right? Like
exactly.
Yeah, don't fall for the hype all the time and stuff, right? Like, yeah, stay authentic, right? Like whatever message that you want to deliver, stick to that, right? And be consistent and you guys will be successful, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just don't be fake and lame. All right, so now this question does kind of pertain to the previous one as well. This is from Josh Peralta 22. How did you feel when you found out people will watch and support you doing what you want in your videos?
It's actually surreal to see people coming back all the time to watch your videos, like every single day, every single week. And then there's also the older viewers that watched us back in like 2011. Our first maybe 10,000 subscribers that, you know, had watched us. Watch William, had a big effect on people's lives when they comment, like all these things. It feels really good that we were a part of, you know, your journey when you were growing up and, you know, when we were also growing up too. So it's actually amazing. Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, we don't really think about like our impact on some of our viewers, I guess. Like we obviously want to have a positive impact.
We just play Beyblades.
Yeah.
We just let it rip.
But every once in a while, we are reminded by some comments stating like, hey, you made our childhood, like you got me through some rough times and stuff like that. And it's really touching to see. It's honestly surreal, especially because now we're at 2 million. It's just insane. Like, I don't think we ever thought that we'd be here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do feel like I have imposter syndrome or something like that. Like when we get recognized on the street, they're like, oh my God, BBG. And
It's
I
like,
just
who,
look,
me?
yeah, I look at them blankly. I'm like, you talking to me? I'm like, I don't think I'm the guy you're wanting to talk about. I don't know. Like, I'm not the guy who you think I am. I don't know.
Or like our imagination of who you guys are is like completely different. Sometimes we see like a older like dad. Sometimes we see like a kid. Sometimes we see like someone going through high school. It's like Beyblade's for everybody. Like that's something we realize, especially in Beyblade X. It's so cool to see everyone come together.
Yeah, it's insane, honestly. It's hard to describe. Yeah, like the warm fuzzy feeling we get, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of time I try and downplay a lot of like what we do, I guess. I always think, oh, we put this out, even if it does like really well, and like all those old viewers from like the Metal Fight mid-fake video and stuff, like all these people came out of nowhere and they're like back in our comment section. I'm like, bro, where'd you guys come from? Like, there's no way that our video got you back here and stuff.
Yeah.
I always just think that, yeah, no one's watching our stuff. I don't know.
Or we just put it in the void and then let it like grow over time or something.
I don't know. Like I just always felt like that. Like we post something and okay, if someone watches it, cool.
And then we're already on to the next, like thinking about the next video or like what else we're gonna do. But
it's just your guys' support is, I don't know, it just means the world to us, honestly.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, so more questions about our channel and our process. This is from Cyprus. So another Baytuber, shout out to you. I know you left another comment in our 1 billion view post like a year and a bit ago, but I definitely wanted to pick out one of your questions. It's a great question. So how do you guys resist the urge to not make tons of videos with all that goes on with Beyblade? You guys are the anti-FOMO masters. That's so funny.
Yeah, I guess like when we put out a video, we don't want to just like spam everybody with like every little thing. So, or like maybe it just didn't hype us up the same way that it did for others. And like, I guess we waited until we summarize everything and then we put it out. Is that the reason why?
I mean, I think there's multiple reasons too. I mean, like we kind of mentioned it before. We really like to try and stay authentic to what we want to make. You know, that might not always align with what the viewers want and like what the community is expecting. Because when the latest news comes out, everyone's like, oh my God, every single Baytuber is gonna be talking about this in the next day. Like, I don't wanna be lumped in with that sometimes. Although the news could be really hype, it might only be hype for like the 5 minutes, you know what I mean? And I don't wanna spam you guys with content that, you know, you might not enjoy for that long anyways. And so I find that
like if it could have been an email, it would be an email. If it's a video, we'll make a video and act dedicate a video.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of you know, helped us succeed in our journey, right? Like we always just make videos that we want to make. It is our style, yeah. And so like if I want to make like a mod video or like something really jokes instead of like the latest news, I'm just gonna do that. You know,
or like the mid-fake Metal Fight video. Like we knew mid-fakes existed. But we just never made a video because it wasn't interesting enough until like we went to Beyblade Park. Then like that became more stuff that we talk about. And then we decided, okay, this is a big topic. Then like that's why it's like that video is 3 years late, you know, like 5 years late.
Exactly.
But it's not late in our eyes because like I guess we just waited.
We just like to like make what we want to make, you know what I mean? Yeah, like we really try not to just like fall into that pattern of waiting for Takara Tomy to kind of like dictate what we should talk about. Obviously, the brands themselves will be like, hey, new Bay's out, everyone start talking about it. That's good for sales and all that stuff. And you know, we do want to like hop on like the new stuff right away, like new Bays and whatnot, get some testing done, but we're not gonna be prioritizing like rushing out 10 videos of that same Bay or something like that just to be out there.
Yeah, well, we do it if it's fun for us.
It has to be fun. That's it. Yeah, we always prioritize that first. Like if it's not fun for us, it's not gonna be fun for you guys. And so that's our priority. And sometimes that doesn't mean we hop on like, you know, the latest and greatest thing right away or whatever.
And we will eventually once, you know.
We get there.
Instead of like hyping on one photo, we like wait till we have a video or so like the actual product until we talk about it. Sometimes it's like that. A
little more content to talk about for sure, but no, I'm not saying that it's bad to like always be on top of it like that, right? Like if you are super glued to all the latest news and whatnot, that can be really informative to a lot of the audience.
That's like, that could be your style.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, like I feel like we have a lot of casual viewers with our channel too. And so they're not always glued to the latest news. And so we just want to make fun stuff, right?
Because like we also find like when it's too serious, you kind of exclude the whole casual community. And then that by itself is like not welcoming enough, and we want to stick with that like positivity all around. So
yeah. And the thing is that like depending on the age group too, right? Like not everyone is like researching the latest news all the time. And sometimes like the audience needs to catch up with everything. And so I find that there's like a sweet spot sometimes. It's like, hey, like this news has been out for a little bit. Like now it's time to put it out and more of the viewers can, you know, take the grasp of that, right? And like take advantage of that information.
More digestible, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah,
Good
I never
question.
kind of thought of it that way, but I guess now we like talk it out loud. That's how it is, I guess.
Yeah, we're just dudes that just want to do what they want.
But like justify it by making it sound like a strategy.
We're just here to chill, bro. We're just here to chill and have fun, man. Okay, so
what's next?
The next question, some more serious questions about the channel as well.
Okay, we're diving in here, the less simple questions.
Yeah, so this commenter, super long name, so I'm gonna try and shorten it a little bit, but I think it's Tran Nguyen 1693. This person right here left us comments on multiple videos, day after day, requesting this 2 million sub video.
You're the reason why we made this video.
So we knew for sure we had to feature at least some of your questions. This person does have 5 questions, but we're gonna answer just a couple of them and then move on. So the one that I want to address is this one right here, which I thought was really funny. So saying, I realize that you don't have, I'm sorry that this question might be kind of harsh. You don't have the same hype as in previous generations. Can you explain why?
What? You mean we don't scream in every single video anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, we still do in the beginning. OMG.
Yo, yeah, so like not gonna lie, like when we're together off camera and stuff like that, and when I'm at home just chilling with you guys, like I got a ton of crackhead energy, man. But it is not fit for our channel sometimes. Like I feel like sometimes we say
just gotta tone it down a bit sometimes.
Yes, like we say some really out of pocket stuff sometimes too. Like at the end of the day, we're a couple of guys that love having fun and we're wild, but we can't put that out on the internet. And the thing is that the internet and like YouTube, TikTok, media in general has transformed so much since we started our channel.
It's true.
That
we're like adapting to.
We are trying to adapt a bit.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of brain rot out there. And I personally don't want to contribute too much to that brain rot energy.
It's like back in the 2010 era, you had to really scream and yell in the video in order to get attention. But that's not the case now. Nowadays, it's more like storytelling. It's what brings in people to want to watch your content, right?
Absolutely.
And the demographic, the viewership. Like, shorts didn't exist back then, right? So the attention span is also different now.
Yes.
So I guess we have changed. We have changed.
Yes.
That could be the title of the video. Why did you change?
But the thing is, like, if anything, I guess if you talk about short form content, like, yelling at the camera for 30 seconds might be the strategy to be successful at being like an influencer in a short form content
Maybe back
type
then.
of manner.
Now I don't know.
But I don't know. Yeah, like I just don't want to contribute to that type of thing. And it's funny because we were mentioning it before filming this, but like we were criticized quite a bit in our early days when making the channel and videos for being too hype. Yeah, we would talk over each other a lot, especially when there was 3 of us, right?
Yeah.
It's just constant yapping. And people can't even pay attention to what's actually happening in the battles or in the video because we got too much crackhead energy.
And then I think viewers really found that it's more enjoyable when we I guess not like note it down in your head first before saying it, not just blab it out, right? Which is why everything is like a bit more organized nowadays. We don't just like make stuff out of the blue.
Yeah, absolutely. And like before, sometimes like we'd have like the camera just like shaking. Like
oh my god, like
that
was so bad. I don't know why were you guys watching that video?
Yeah. And that was like kind of the style back then.
Yo, we were zooming in and out like every 1 second, I swear. Why did we do that?
When I go back and watch those videos, I feel really bad for our viewers and for myself. Like this is what we wanted to put out.
But that was like the trend back then, or like that was the style.
Yeah.
Which was good at it for the time.
Yeah, like the early days, right? And I'm not saying that you can't be successful doing that now, but once again, right, like things have changed a lot. Our audience in general has gotten older, right? Because Beyblade X also and Beyblade Burst, like, a lot more people from different age ranges are watching. We want to be like a good influence or something like that too.
We want to make videos that, we're proud of, that we can show, kids these days, or maybe our kids in the future, right? So that's just the style now. Maybe in 10 years, you're gonna be like, wow, in 2025, our videos sucked so much.
so
Why were we
boring.
talking to the video straight on with no cuts?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, we've changed, we've grown up, and like our viewers also have too, and like they might not appreciate it as much, man, if we were just like in your face all the time and just
Yeah. You want to see screaming? Watch 2010 videos.
Yes, yeah. It's really hard to watch now, honestly. So
Yeah, definitely.
things have changed.
Nostalgic at the same time.
Yes, yeah. But the landscape in general has changed a lot, and so that's probably why you might think we're not as hype, but the reality is that we are very hype actually, and we have to tone it down for the video sometimes because we just get too over the top and it might be a little cringe or something.
For sure.
Like we're weebs at the end of the day, man. Like I could talk about anime, manga, and like video games all day, talk your ear off, and that might not be for you, right? And so we got to tone it down a little bit, adjust, but
balance it out.
Yeah, balance it out. But yeah, we're still hype about all of our videos and everything, but yeah, maybe that's the reason why you guys think that we're kind of boring or something. I don't know. All right, next part of this person's question. Have you ever considered a collab with other big Baytubers like Leftburst, Zanky, Illinuk? I'm very excited to see my favorite YouTubers join forces to create a better Beyblade community.
Yeah, this is a very interesting question. And believe it or not, we have like actually met some of the YouTubers before. Or Baytubers before. It's been really fun to like chat with them to see how things are like, and it's really awesome that everyone has their own like little community as well that like supports your creator. And as a whole, if you're supporting one Baytuber, I think at the end of the day, you're contributing to a bigger, better Beyblade community as a whole. So if the stars align, I'm sure we're gonna like I don't think we've like done an actual dedicated video with a Baytuber, but if things line up, that could be the future.
For sure, yeah. Like you were saying, everyone has kind of like their own style and everything like that, right? And, they contribute in their own way, and everyone's doing so well too. Like Leftburst, Zanky, Illinuk, all three, like, dude, bro, like those are like the top dogs, right?
For sure.
And so they all have a fantastic, delivery of everything that they do.
Their own style.
Yeah, their own style and stuff. And so, if we can, sure, right? But it's not like, it's never really been like a priority for us or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm sure like if we met up with more people, we could become more friends with them. That's when we were like, okay, let's we want everything to be like more organic, right?
Definitely.
Not just like, oh, let's meet up just so we can make this video.
Exactly.
Like we just try to not do something like that.
That's kind of the thing too, is like when we meet other Baytubers, like I want to get to know them as like a person.
First,
like I always want to like kind of put Beyblade to the side and like get to know who they are as a human being, and then if they want to make a video, sure, right? But usually when we meet, it's under some very limited circumstances. Like for example, we did meet Zanky at the New York convention a few years back and had some fantastic conversations with him and his dad at the time. And I loved meeting them, right? It was awesome being able to talk to other people.
Yeah, we've met a lot of creators from VidCon too. That was like, dude, like that does YouTube. And yeah, it's really awesome to connect and like learn stuff from each other.
Yeah.
Oh, also, do you remember the Baymaster Invitationals? That Cypress was also there too, and Zanky as well. A bunch of YouTubers were actually part of that one.
Right.
Yeah, and the scale wasn't as big as obviously like Beyblade X, but hopefully in the future, maybe Beyblade's gonna like imagine if they do like a YouTuber regional tournament or something like that, or not regional, invitational tournament.
Yeah,
that would be sick
for all like the more well-known Baytubers or something like that. Yeah, that'd be
like,
so fun.
All the creators.
So true.
Right?
That would be
like do something like that from the invitationals, but not digital. Like do it in person, right?
That'd be really fun.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't even know if they want us talking about this, and I don't know if they'll be watching this, but like Leftburst, like Noah, like he messaged us a while back with an email just asking questions about Japan, because we traveled to Japan so many times and he was asking for advice, and then we responded to that email personally with tips and tricks on like where to go and everything like that, and just being able to talk with them.
And I think he did go to Japan and he did some really awesome videos.
And just like exchanging words like through email, like we're so open to that too. Like I don't know, like, it was just fun chatting.
Yeah, it's not like a dedicated collaboration, but like it's cool to see how other people are doing.
Yeah, like we have like nothing against making collabs, but it's just never really been a priority to us. Especially because we started a channel with multiple people. It never felt like we had to collab with another person to be like, hey, let's get like a different perspective. Like we always had different perspectives and opinions like within our own channel, right? We had different opinions on certain bays, right? Like what our favorites are and whatnot. So collabs were never really our priority, but absolutely if the stars align, then yeah, sure, why not? Like we don't mind collabing with some people, for sure. All right, so let's pivot a little bit here. This one's a little bit more of a lighthearted question, and then we'll get back into some more nitty-gritty stuff.
I like the juicy questions.
I know, me too. But like this one's good too. So the question is, do you guys also have any other childhood toy lines that you are or were into, like Crush Gear or perhaps Beat 'em On back in the days, and you like them too as much as Beyblade?
Well, as much as Beyblade definitely not.
Yeah, exactly. There's just no shot, right?
I remember Digimon was a huge part of my childhood.
Word, bro.
The Digivice, right? Shaking that thing like nonstop.
Yeah, I still have mine too. Yeah.
Pokemon
cards.
It's still happening. Like it's still a good hobby.
Yeah.
Right? Cards, you got the video game.
Yeah.
Everything.
We like while we're making videos about Beyblades, like we've done like midnight releases for like Pokemon games. Yeah, like TCG, like we collected, obviously since the beginning when when Pokemon first came out. So we're like OG, and like now it's blowing up again. And like, yeah, I'm always enticed to like kind of get back into it and stuff.
And then I just sold all my cards.
yeah, exactly. It's just like Beat 'em On specifically. Like we actually had a phase where we made Beat 'em On videos on this channel.
Yeah,
and some of them actually got some decent views.
True. Actually, Bomberman was a huge part of my childhood.
Yo, word.
That had a collaboration with Beat 'em On, I think, because they're both like bomb thing related. But anyways, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, so we got those few, right? I mean, obviously, like now we're kind of like into like the video games and stuff like that, like maybe more like mature
we just put
titles.
All
and
our time into Beyblade. It's hard to pick something else up.
There's so much stuff. Other hobby like collecting toy cars. Like I got back into that again recently. But that's not like a specific. Yeah, like Hot Wheels, like Tomikas and stuff. But it's not like your typical toy line, I guess. Maybe if you guys are Hot Wheels fans or something like that, then. All right, so this is a juicy one, and this is actually a question that is from our billion view post. So this is a little bit old, but we had to answer it. So as a more new fan with Beyblade X's debut, over your guys' career/journey with this channel, what were some of the challenges with trying to make it successful? For example, like a career over just a hobby. And how did your families feel about it? School/jobs getting in the way to make it practical? So this is like a 3-4 part question. We probably need to break it down.
Yeah, a whole video by itself, but
for real. Okay, let's start with the first part then. So like challenges with making it,
definitely time, I think, right? Because
for sure.
Other than just like playing, collecting, now added a whole different thing of like making videos about it.
Research, filming,
I think
editing.
We were still going through school, and of course we did it full time for a period, and then like we had university, we had other obligations, family, friends, whatever. And so, we had to give up a lot of time to dedicate into video making. And I think it's become like a tradition at this point where we like meet up so often to make videos and test things out, right?
Like we're basically making new videos like every week, like in batches and stuff like that, right? It's like a constant thing at this point, right? And one thing that we need to note for you guys, like when we started this channel, like we were kids, right? Like we were young teenagers, like we still had a lot of growing up to do. Like we were still listening to mom and dad, like, hey, don't take this Beyblade thing too seriously. Like this is just for fun. You guys aren't famous YouTubers. You're not making money off of this. You need to go to school.
And that's still true to some extent, right? Like,
like it's obviously provided us a lot of opportunity and everything like that. But at the same time, like we don't throw away every other aspect of our life. But this channel has also taken up a lot of our life too. Like, when a lot of friends are hanging out, right? When they're chilling, partying, whatever it may be, like we were at home playing Beyblades,
and that was fine
videos,
we were actually having fun with that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a hard balance, absolutely. So like that's the thing with being a YouTuber, is that balancing your personal life and YouTube is very difficult, I find. Because like sometimes, especially for example, when we're traveling, like in Hong Kong, Japan, whatever it may be, it's like every day when you're trying to relax, it feels like it could be a video day.
Yeah,
it's like I can find something else to do.
Then you think about like, is this a hobby or is this a job? But then it becomes like, this is the best job because this is my hobby. Yeah. Then at the end of the day, that's what keeps us going, because like we're just having fun doing it. Yeah. So it comes down to just having fun. And I think like finding your own way of managing your time. I don't know how, but everyone's like life is different. Like spending time with your family. Maybe your family can be part of the fun. Like that's how we found each other. Like it's just like
the balance is very tough for sure. Like we don't have like a concrete answer for how to kind of transition between that career / hobby, because we try and keep it in the middle.
Yeah.
We don't always want to make it too career and like too hobby, right? Because obviously we have our, you know, obligations
And I think
to you
that's
guys,
one
right?
of the reasons why it went this long. Is
Exactly.
because we, at the same time, we took it seriously, but not to the extent where like we're dedicated, like treating this like as if it's our job.
Yeah,
kind of thing,
9 to
right?
5.
Yeah, like it's not a 9 to 5.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a healthy way to approach it, I think.
Yeah.
And
we
so,
haven't been burnt out yet.
Yes,
Feels like.
Yeah, and so absolutely, like if you guys are going to start YouTube and making Beyblade videos, whatever it may be, like make sure you keep that balance, right? Take it seriously, but give yourself room to relax and enjoy other aspects of life, because once this becomes a job and it's no longer fun, then you lost it, right? It's over.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's answer the second part of the question then. How did our families feel about this? Like our channel and everything, being Baytubers?
Okay, I don't know if you agree with me, but when we first started, definitely some worries about like, oh, why are you spending so much time doing this thing? And then YouTuber wasn't really a word back then.
Yeah, content creator, influencer, like those were not jobs. Those were not careers.
Like, why are you not a doctor yet?
Yes, exactly. That's the thing too. Like I don't want to interrupt you, but yeah, like my parents always wanted me to be like a doctor, but like obviously I did not amount to that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, life went in a different direction, right? And like this is the opportunity that we saw. And like, yo, we're gonna take hold of this, and like we're going with this.
Yeah.
Right?
And for me, I think I always wanted to do it, maybe even like give up university or something like that, but like my parents just wanted you have a stable job, right? You get your insurance or whatever it is that they see as valuable. And you know, I don't regret doing university and stuff like that, because I think you know, like the career path, stuff you learn, it's kind of cross functional at that point. I think it probably wasn't until like maybe our parents saw that their favorite celebrity started making YouTube videos and YouTube channels, right? Like they want to go away from the legacy media, and then YouTube's kind of become this really nice platform. And then they start watching YouTube videos. Like back in like 10 years ago, that wasn't really a thing. Yeah,
like I know that like even like my grandparents, like and my parents, like they're on YouTube watching stuff all the time now. Like they're learning off of YouTube and all that stuff,
like cooking,
right?
whatever.
Everything, learning how to fix things, whatever it may be, right? Like YouTube has become such a big tool for a lot of people, right? But yeah, like when we started, you know, being a YouTuber, a influencer, a content creator, all that stuff wasn't a thing. It's not that those weren't words being thrown around yet, right? And so obviously, like our parents probably wanted us to have something a little more stable, right?
Yeah,
like,
or they would ask, well, for me, it was like, are you done with this yet? Like, is this year the end of it? Is next year the end of it? And then the next year comes like, is the next year the end of it? And then next year come, okay, you're still doing this? Is this the end yet?
Word.
And then it wasn't until I feel like it was COVID where, you know, the world shut down. Like people were losing their jobs, teachers going to go to work, nurses were having a really hard time, lawyers were losing like their jobs, accountants like a big shift, but then like the digital world, things were still doing okay here. And then I think it wasn't until that point they were like, I guess maybe it is stable after all, or it could be stable. Yeah. So, you know, that was my experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I feel like that was probably very accurate, because like even the growth during that period, like COVID and all that stuff, like it was like at the peak of Beyblade Burst. Then plus obviously shutdowns and everything like that, everyone's staying home more. Yeah. Like that's where everyone's
watching YouTube videos.
Yes, like our channel took off, right? Like we hit a mil, hit more than a mil, and like the growth from like, you know, 1 mil to like 2, it was like pretty fast up to some point, right? Then it slowed down a bit obviously with X. Yeah. But yeah, I think people just started taking it a little more seriously now. Yeah. But yeah, we have like, you know, some more traditional parents and whatnot. And I think a lot of people around you are not going to be supportive in the beginning, right? But at least now, if you're starting today, you're going to get a lot more support from the general public than you would before.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Obviously, there's still a lot of people that hate the word influencer, like myself. I hate being called that. I don't know. Really? I don't like it. Yeah. Like content creator is one thing, right? But like being an influencer, I hate that word. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's the boomer in me. I don't know. But I know there are a lot of people on the internet that also don't like the idea of influencers and stuff. And so that's why we try and like tread carefully with what, like, you know, the type of stuff that we put out. But
I feel you.
Yeah. So anyways, that is our answer to your question there about our family. Yeah. Did schools and jobs get in the way?
I feel like it actually helped. Like whatever we learned from making videos helped with my, like, you know, other paths of like, you know, you learn how to use a camera, you can be a filmmaker. You learn how to use YouTube, TikTok, you can be a social media manager.
Absolutely.
Right? You can be a marketer.
Yeah.
So many different paths. So they all kind of fuse together, and
Yeah.
I'm not worried in a sense where like, oh, what if one day we're no longer able to make videos? Like, you know, we learned lifelong skills. So
Exactly.
public speaking, like that could be one thing.
Exactly.
Too,
And I do appreciate like going to school and experiencing what like campus life was like and all that stuff. You know, like we going to school together, like taking Japanese classes, right? And what we did with school and our jobs and YouTube, like that was the correct path, I think.
Yeah, it was a right path at the right moment.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, don't feel too conflicted. Like if you want to do other things too, if you want to, you know, work a regular job and do YouTube on the side or go to school while doing YouTube, it's totally okay, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't think people need to dump everything.
Exactly. You can pursue whatever you want to do while doing something else too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So great question. Yeah, it was like a 3-4 part question. It was awesome. Now, next one here, let's see. Oh, okay, so we're getting to the end here. This might be the last one that we answer.
Okay.
This is, I don't know, it's a little provocative. I like it. So this is from Makima saying, my question is, will you guys continue to make Beyblade content? Because there's been a significant decline in views on your videos since the end of the Burst era. And what do you think about the future of Beyblade? Will it sustain or is it on the verge of extinction?
Oh my God, this is a taboo thing you do not ask. I'm just joking.
This is such an interesting question because I guess like, you know, this person might be worried that like Beyblade's coming to the end or whatever, right? Because they see that some of our numbers might be dropping
always
or
say
something.
that every single year.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
So I guess to answer your first part of the question, like, will we continue making Beyblade content? That's an obvious yes. I think we answered that, you know, multiple times throughout this video already.
Yeah.
We're not going to stop as long as it's fun for us. And I don't see there being a point where it's not fun. You know?
Yeah.
So,
and the second, I think this is one about the
the views.
decline in views, right?
Yes.
The thing is, with every generation, we've seen this when like Metal Fight ended, Metal Era ended, and then the decline, and then Burst ended, decline. It's like a cycle at that point.
Yeah.
So it's not like something we don't expect. But at the same time, like we can't expect everyone to stay with the hobby for as long as we have.
Exactly.
But I tend to agree that most people do come back once in a while to see how we're doing and see how Beyblade's doing. Like sometimes we play other hobbies too that, you know, we don't dedicate every single hour to it, but we like to go back and watch it every so often, right?
Yeah, I think it's pretty relatable to
cool.
everybody, right? Like for example, like when we grew up with the original Beyblade series, we were at that age where like, okay, hey, like this is really cool. This is our life, Beyblade. And then you hit a certain age, your teenage years, and you're like, oh, Beyblade's lame. Like, I'll never be caught dead playing with those. And then you hit a certain age again where you're like, I don't care what people think.
And I just bought $3,000 worth of Mythic Bays to collect.
Exactly. And so like there was like that age range for us anyways. It was like when we were like 11 to like 16 or something, we were like, oh, we won't touch Beyblade. It's not cool. And then we're like, screw the haters. I like what I like.
10 years later, you're like, why did I give that stuff up?
Exactly.
Why did I give that away? Like now it's worth like $3,000 now.
So I think a lot of people will have that type of phase where they'll, you know, obviously fall out of love with a certain hobby, but they will come back to it eventually. Or, you know, if they're, you know, abandoning a certain hobby because, you know, other people might be judging them or something like that, they will soon realize that that type of stuff doesn't matter.
Yeah,
and they'll come
really
back
doesn't.
anyways.
Yeah.
But
there's other things that contribute to this question. It's like a very multifaceted, complex answer.
Yes. So we were talking about it earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like the landscape of the internet in general and social media has changed so much since the beginning of our channel and even from the Burst days, right?
Yeah.
Short form content is much more in demand than long form content.
Yeah.
And so like sometimes we put out a battle video that we think is really fun, but you know, maybe in a few days we only get like 20,000 views or something, right? But we put out a shorts video, 10 seconds, 20 seconds long, it's like 200K in a day.
Yeah.
So the demand is just elsewhere now, right? But we love our long form content.
There's a couple of reasons to that too. Like this is a hot take, but I feel like short videos, like shorts, reels, the views that it gives you a boost of dopamine, I guess, in a way. But it's also a false representation of success. That's in our opinion.
Yeah.
Which is why we feel like short videos, like they do its job for certain things, but it can't replace our long form video, and we don't want it to.
Yeah.
So, and another answer to that is like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but every single year we make videos, it always seems like it's a decline, but then it becomes better over time because the older videos tend to do better over time. Like it grows. I don't know if it's like the nostalgia or people are like now it's rare. Now they want to see how it's like 2 years ago when they can't get that product or something, you know?
I think another big reason is just that people and viewers, like they can't keep up with our type of upload schedule too all the time, because there is a point, like we slow down a little bit just to kind of adapt with everyone and like put out higher quality videos that take a little bit longer. But there was points where we're posting every second day and almost every day too. And like you can't expect a person to be glued to your YouTube channel 24/7 to keep up. So that's why sometimes they'll be there for one video but not the other, right? And therefore they might come back to it later on. And so we actually do find a lot of our videos might not pop off right away, but over time, like Steven was saying, like it'll gain like a bunch of views all of a sudden. And we're like, what the hell? Like that was a 10K video, now it's 500K, a mil or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, like to Steven's point, once again, like short form content and whatnot is really shifted in that direction. And like we're utilizing it, and there's certain messages that we can send with that. But we're OGs, you know, and like long form content is where it's at for us.
Yeah, we still want to be doing the stuff that, again, like genuine to what we want to do. But at the same time, we are going to be adapting to the trends of how things are like. And I think, like, for example, I really want to do a lot more vlogs, like traveling videos, like bay hunting stuff. I want to do a lot more like older videos, like older bays, like metal fight stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Like I think it's at the good time of hitting back that nostalgia. So there's other things that we could try to do to help with that. But yeah, it's still early in the Beyblade X generation, and without a lot of Beyblade X players, it's hard to kind of grow. So it'll take time.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, like, once again, going back to just like the general age range of like the people that are picking up the Beyblade X hobby, like you have people across the spectrum now at this point, right? It's not just the younger generation that's watching us. And so like if you have adults, teenagers, you know, they have a life, they have to go to college, university and all that stuff. Like they're not the ones that are going to be on YouTube for 6 hours a day watching long form content.
TikTok is like kind of like the way to go.
They'll be scrolling on their feed for maybe 20 minutes at a time, and they might get their like Beyblade hit from there, and then that's it, right? And they won't tune into the long form stuff. So the landscape's changed a lot. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm like, we're just going to keep on doing what we do. You know?
Like we might change one thing or two to adapt, but like stick with our same formula that we like. And it worked out for us, I guess, throughout.
Like we're not saying that we're gonna keep on making the content that you guys might not enjoy, but like there's like in the sense that sticking to our formula is being true to ourselves and making what we want to make, right? Like if everyone wants to go to TikTok, cool, go to TikTok. We'll be on there too once in a while, but you know, that's not our priority, right? So to answer your other part of the question then, is like, do you think, you know, is Beyblade gonna go extinct or something? Absolutely not, right? If anything, it's bigger than ever. More people are joining the hobby, but just not interacting with the hobby in the same way that they used to, right? Before it was like Beyblade, straight to YouTube. Now it's like Beyblade, okay, local tournaments, TikTok, Instagram, you know, there's like more avenues to get your Beyblade dopamine now, right? So yes, but as a whole, no, Beyblade is going to be here forever, in my opinion, with the success of Beyblade X and how popular the toy is. There's no reason why they're not going to extend it or make a generation after
We have
that.
seen a lot of players also watching our older Beyblade X videos. I think that's also another indicator that people are still just getting back to Beyblade or getting into Beyblade X because they're watching those older videos from like 2 years ago. Right? 2 years ago, that video did like so bad. People hated Beyblade X when first finished, right? And then now they're starting to watch the first videos we made in 2023. So like I hope more players come in, and then it will, you know, do the opposite of what he's saying, extinction.
Thriving.
Thriving, yes. Not just sustain, but thriving.
I totally agree. Yeah, because like even when we went bay hunting and like secured Beyblade X for the first time in Japan, like in the summer of 2023, there was like that influx of people that were curious as to what Beyblade X was. And it's like, boom, okay, those unboxings like popped off right away. The battles popped off right away. But after they saw what Beyblade X is kind of like projected to be in that first week or two. They're like, peace, I'm done.
Yeah, they're
and
like,
they disappeared
bring
for like
back
2
Burst
years
or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you had to count on new viewers.
And
to
that's
come.
the cycle again. Like
Exactly.
Metal Fight ends, Burst ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is always going to be chained up by their nostalgia of the previous generation.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. You know, what can you do, right?
10 years, Beyblade X will be nostalgic.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so, but I think this is a good point to kind of like end everything, I guess. If you've stuck with us throughout this whole video, like you are
or the
an
whole
absolute
10 years.
gem. Yeah. Like, thank you so much for watching
thank
this video,
you.
because this is probably going to be close to an hour long, if not longer. So we really appreciate you. And I guess like to tie in with that last question, since, you know, we're talking about views, videos, the decline of views or whatever it may be, what type of videos do you guys want to see from us? Like, would you prefer us to, you know, increase the higher quality videos, make them longer, post less, or, you know, just rapid fire and post as often as possible, you know? Like, we obviously want to adapt, like Steven said multiple times, right? And so if you guys want to see something different, you let us know, right?
Yeah,
and
like I remember we used to not even do any battles inside an unboxing video, but then now like I feel like we're incorporating more like combos in the unboxing videos. I think that's more like it's cooler and better gameplay in X, whereas like in Burst we never really focused on custom combos, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So like I don't, at least for me too, like I want to make like longer videos and like higher production videos, right? That have a lot more content and meat and potatoes to it, right?
Yeah.
So if you see us like posting a little less often, but then you start seeing like longer videos, don't be surprised, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do understand not everyone watches every single thing, and there's like niche to that as well. Like some people really like the marathon battles, and that's like a true classic because like in later on they go back to the same video and relive that memory.
I saw a comment where they're like, hey, we don't see like any one-on-ones anymore. Like where you just take like drawn sword versus wizard, you know, wizard arrow or something like that. Like we kind of shifted away from that unintentionally, but you know, we obviously can bring those back, but it just feels like a lot of people don't really like that type of stuff anymore as much. I don't know, but.
So that's like one example of us like adapting.
Yeah, so you guys definitely need to let us know, but I feel like we are slowly kind of figuring out what people want to watch again. And so we're going to shift gears a little bit, but obviously at the end of the day, the stuff that you're going to see from us is stuff that we want to make. And it's not going to be stuff that we're told to make by the community. Or
just like, know that we're not going to be yelling at every single video anymore.
Yeah, just because like, you know, every other BayTuber, you know, might be doing this and that. Like we're not going to be following everything, right? So we're going to try and stay authentic and, you know, just do what we want to do.
Well, thank you guys so much for 2 mil and 1 billion views.
Insane.
Means the world to us.
Insane.
It's so crazy that we are here talking to you guys, and hopefully you guys appreciate it. Like this rawness, we're gonna try to cut like as less as possible, unless we stutter.
Yeah, exactly. We'll try not to cut too much of it so you guys get the full experience of this, but
maybe it's too long, this video.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I don't know. Well, if anyone's still here, then props to you. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing fans. We will see you at the next million, maybe. When we're like 50 years old. I don't know. Can we make it to 3 mil? The thing is that like we start like celebrating at like 100K, 500K, and then each time we do these videos, it gets longer and longer. It's like we have to wait another million views or
maybe they want to see more rawness in the future videos.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a 2.1 million video. I don't know. We'll see. But hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll catch you in the next one. As always, geeks out.